It's Friday, December 15th, 2023, and I've got three best bets for you in the NBA and college basketball. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day to just try to get to the bag together and make some money. I told you yesterday, we just had to see the ball go through the hoop, and that's exactly what happened. We saw one shot go in. I said we have to build on momentum, and that's what we did. We got two right yesterday. We went 2-1 yesterday on the channel. Shout out to O'Connell pass attempts for getting that done. We actually took a ladder up to 35, so everything hit except the 35, but 33, 34, 30, they all hit, so we love to see that there. Then we also took the Clippers first half. It started off a little shaky, but no sweat bet there. Austin Ekeler, what was I doing? Thinking about taking the rushing yards. I should have did the receiving yards. I got a little cheeky with it, a little cute. Wasn't expecting it to be a blowout, in all honesty. That kind of blew the whole bet, especially with the rushing yards. 2-1 on the day. Can't be mad at it. Year-to-date record right here. All right, doing a little bit better in the month of December. Clawing a little bit back. So hopefully today we can celebrate a sweep if we can sweep today, because we got one win, then we got 2 wins, so now we're due for 3 wins, right? So let's get into it. Let's dive into these best bets. If you could drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it, because like I told you, by the end of this month, we will be over 500. I promise you that. Let's stay consistent. Let's keep grinding. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been dropping in the comments, man. Greatly appreciate it, and hopefully I can keep making you guys some money, all right? Let's dive into these first best bets. For my first best bet of the day, I'm going to go to that Pacers and Wizards game. Have you guys seen the total in this game? It's like 258 right now. There's no way that this game is not going to close under 260. I think people are going to keep buying the over, keep bidding it up, and I mean, rightfully so. I mean, we're talking about the two teams in the NBA that play zero defense, that look to shoot the ball a ton, and because of that, I think there's a lot of opportunity, not necessarily on the total of this game, but with some of the player props, because normally when you have such a high total, then that means somebody has to get the volume, right? Shots have to be made, shots have to be taken, and guess what? Shots have to be missed, right? And I know what you guys are thinking. All right, Noble's coming with the Halliburton prop. No, I'm not coming with the Halliburton prop. Here's a little trivia question for you. Do you know what team in the NBA gives up the most points per game to centers? The Wizards. Do you know which team gives up the most rebounds per game to centers? The Wizards. So I guess you guys know where I'm going with, right? Miles Turner, over 28.5 points and rebounds, minus 120 odds on FanDuel. You can play it up to 29.5 if you want to. I love this matchup for Miles Turner. Like I said, high total, lots of shots. A lot of shots have to be missed, but a lot of shots have to be made. And Miles Turner has really been forming himself into become that number 2 guy for the Pacers behind Halliburton there. We've seen some other guys step up at times like Buddy Hield, Mathurin, but I think it's Miles Turner is the number 2 guy behind Tyrese Halliburton there, and he's been playing like it. He's over the last 5 games, he's been averaging 20 points per game, and he's averaging 9 rebounds. So we're right there at that 28.5 number there. I love to see that. He's gone over this combo square in 3 straight games, so that means he's been shooting the ball well. He's been in really good form, and he played the Wizard earlier this year, but that was the first or the second game of the year, so he only had 11 points and 8 rebounds in that game, but that was only on 23 minutes. Over the last several games, he's been playing 30 plus minutes, and I expect that to be the same today. I don't really see a blowout happening in this matchup. I mean, anything can happen in the NBA, right? But I don't see a blowout happening, so because of that, I think the Pacers get over their team total, which is at like 135 right now. Miles Turner has to be one of the guys scoring. I think gives us about 23, 24 points today to go with about 8 or 9 rebounds, and actually, no. I actually think he grabs 10 rebounds. His rebound line is about 8.5 right now, so it's the second best bet for you. Go with Miles Turner, double plus 125. I love the odds on that. Like I said, we have a high total. High totals mean a lot of missed shots. I think Miles Turner is going to be right there in the mix. He's been grabbing double-digit rebounds over the last several games. You love to see that. He's been a lot more involved on the glass, and I think the Pacers know that, and they need him to be more involved in the glass. I mean, come on, bro. You can't just hang out at the 3-point line all day. We know you love to shoot the 3, but you got to glass clean as well. The Wizards don't really have any glass-dominant centers, so they shouldn't be causing too much problem for Miles Turner. So because of the high total in this game, because of the pace of play, both of these teams are top 5 in terms of possessions per game and pace of play. I think we're going to have a lot of missed shots, a lot of rebound opportunities, a lot of points to be scored. I think Miles Turner is right there in the mix. So it's going to be Miles Turner over 28.5 points and rebounds. You can play up to 29.5, and then you can also do Miles Turner double. Do 2 best bets in that Pacers-Wizards game to get us started off in the night, all right? Now I'm going to give you one more player prop, and when you get a little cold, what I like to do is I like to find the person, or I like to find an angle that's been hitting for me, and I lean into it, right? And if you guys have been a part of my Discord group, link is in the bio, or my Telegram group in the past, and you guys know there's some bets that I just put out over and over again, and as as long as it hits, it doesn't matter. Like, some people want to take different bets every time. That's not me. If it hits, there's no reason to change it up. Like last year, I used to take Eagles first half over 13.5 points every game consistently. We missed it like twice. Well, a bet that I've been putting out consistently in the Discord group, and I've been taking him in all different angles, points, rebounds, points and rebounds, PRAs, is Julius Randle. And I'm running it back today because this guy has a great matchup today. He's been reliable for us. He hasn't failed, and we need a sweep, right? So let's go with Julius Randle over 23.5 points. You can play 24.5 points. I got it at 23.5 points, minus 125 on DraftKings. I love Julius Randle in this matchup. He's been a bankroll builder for me. He's been keeping me alive during this cold streak, and he's been on an absolute tear. He's averaging 29.4 points per game in the month December, and he's averaging 25.7 points per game since he overcame that rough start that he had in the beginning of October and the start of November. And since over the last about 6 or 7 weeks, dude has been absolutely balling for the Knicks. It's also no coincidence that his points per game has risen since Mitchell Robinson has gone down with that injury. That opens up the entire floor for Julius Randle to kind of do his thing, put his head down, play that bully ball. But he's been shooting the mid-range shot well. He's been shooting the three-point shot well. And I love the fact that he's getting out to hot starts as well. He had like 20 points in the first quarter in the last game. That's what I love to see. Then you also keep in mind that the Suns are giving up the 6th most points per game to power forwards. At about 26 points per game they're giving up to power forwards this year. We only need him to get 24, 25. I think he's able to do that. Julius also played the Suns a few weeks ago when he was in the midst of this hot streak. He had 28 points on them. No reason why he can't do that again today. And I like the fact that actually this game is on the road for the Knicks because the Suns tend to play faster at home. So because they play faster, they might have the big three today. I think there's a lot of shots that's going up, a lot of possessions. And I think Julius Randle is right there in the mix. And I love the fact that he's on the court getting the volume. He's been playing about 36 minutes per game, and he's shooting the ball about 19 times a game, not including the free throw line. So I think there's a lot of opportunity today for Julius Randle to put his head down, play some bully ball, keep the hot streak going. He's been cashing in for us. No reason why he shouldn't cash in for us again. All right, my friends? So let's go with Julius Randle over 23.5 points as our third best bet. Well, actually, I'm going to give you one extra bet. I know I normally give you guys 3 bets, but I'm going to give you one extra bet because I know you guys probably want an angle inside of that Gonzaga and UConn game, right? Got that late night matchup, a prime matchup in Seattle between 2 star-studded teams in the college basketball slate. And truthfully, guys, I love UConn. Like, I'm biased to UConn. I chose them last year to win the national championship before the tournament even started. I've been following them for years. I'm a big fan of the Hurley brothers. But in this matchup, I don't know if they cover that 4.5 spread. I'm looking to grab them live, in all honesty. If you want to take something, I also look at the first half. You can do the -1.5, -2.5 in the first half. Gonzaga, they can cover the 5.5 number. We've seen this number already bump down a little bit. But for me, I think the value's on the over. It's at 150.5. It opened up at 149, so not a lot of people are on it right now. It's -110. I love this total here, and I just think this is, I don't have a real big sell job. I don't have a lot of stats and data. It's just more of like a gut instinct. When you have 2 blue blood programs like this going at it, you either get one defensive gauntlet where it goes like crazy under, or you just get a ton of offense. I think we get a ton of offense. Gonzaga likes to play fast. This game is in Seattle, so it's going to be in Gonzaga's backyard. UConn does play slow, but they can play fast when they need to, and they're really efficient on offense. We got 2 teams here that are literally in the top 10 in offensive efficiency. I love that fact. Now, they do both have strong defenses. I think the fact is both these teams can shoot the 3 ball. UConn does not defend the 3 ball well, so I think Gonzaga exploits that. But guess what? Gonzaga does not defend the interior well, and guess what? We got that big boy for UConn down in the paint who can score at any point, and then you also have Newton who's playing really well for UConn as well. So I really think that both of these offense percolate today. They get some offense going, they score. And when you look at both of these teams' history in terms of games played this season, when they played good teams, we've seen scoring. When Gonzaga played USC, the final score was 89-76. When they played UCLA, which is one of the slowest teams in all of college basketball, that game was 69-65. I mean, that's not over the 150 total that we're talking about here, but 65 points to UCLA that's ranked 300th in adjusted tempo. Come on now, what do you think UConn's going to do, right? Washington, they just lost that game on Saturday, gave up 78 points in that matchup. So for me, I think we got a matchup here that's going to be about 78, 75, 80, 75 here in that range, and I think we get over this 150.5 number. Same thing with UConn on their side. They just played North Carolina last week. 87-76 was the final score of that one. That was on a neutral floor, kind of similar like what we're seeing today. So for me, I like this matchup of both these teams. I think we get a fast-paced game. So those are our 4 best bets of the day. Let's go with UConn and Gonzaga over 150.5. Let's go with Miles Turner over 28.5 points and rebounds. Let's also go with him to grab a double-double at plus value there. And then we'll go on Julius Randle over 23.5 points. 4 winners that are coming to you on this Friday. Hopefully we'll be celebrating a sweep, and I'll make a quick short for you guys tomorrow because I think we got some NFL tomorrow as well. So Saturday NFL, what's going on here, right? I'll make a quick video for you guys tomorrow on the NFL, and I'm just a little, if you're still watching at this point in the video, probably not going to put out anything for bowl season in all honesty. I'll do the college football playoff, but I'm really hurt that Florida State did not make it in. I'm not a Florida State fan, but I just think it's absolute tombuffoonery that they didn't get in. So for me, I'm kind of just like over college football at this point in just all honesty. And then with all the transfers and people sitting out and shit, it's just really hard to handicap bowl games. I'm not really a big college football fan like that anyway. So I'll just kind of give you guys that heads up that if you are looking for some college football plays, I'll drop some inside the Discord, but just don't really expect any in the YouTube channel for real because, I really don't care that much. All right, my friends, let's celebrate a victory today. Hopefully keep the momentum going. We're trying to heat up in this cold December. But listen, Christmas right around the corner. Little Timmy needs some clothes. Little Timmy needs some gifts, right? So let's cash in. Let's make some money. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, my friends? Later. Dictate your fate. And let's continue to get to that cheddar.